It's time for another On the Spot. On the Spot.
There weren't a whole lot of female drivers racing when you were younger and coming up. Who did you cheer for every weekend that made you want to go fast?
Well, I cheered for people that were winning races, and I cheered for Shirley Muldowney because when I was growing up, she was the real deal. She was, but that was in drag racing, so it didn't matter. But to me, I went to drag races. I tried to meet her. I didn't get to do that, but that was that was the person that I knew that could really get the job done. Was a woman in racing.
Who did you cheer for when you were younger?
When I was a kid, I really liked, my favorite driver when I was young was Jacques Villeneuve. And I didn't really have like idols or role models or somebody like that, but I thought, what he did was amazing. And before that was Sir Jr. So those are probably the only two drivers that I would have said like, hey, this is my favorite driver. And having known them now and even raced against one of them and beat him was pretty fun.
I imagine you were a big F1 fan as a kid.
I was.
How much Indycar racing were you exposed to through growing up in England?
So I actually wasn't really exposed to much IndyCar racing at all growing up in England. I followed it a little bit when Nigel Mansell, British Formula One driver, came over and raced in IndyCar. And then I used to cheer for Damon Hill in Formula One. But really for me, it was the discovery of Sarah Fisher, another female driver. Now, of course, once I discovered Sarah raced in IndyCar, I started cheering for her. And then before I came here, I used to cheer for Danica too. So I'm definitely a firm believer in, we often cheer for drivers based upon nationality, where we're from, where they're from. So why not cheer for a driver based on their gender too? Because she's the same gender as me, right?
Yes, girl power.
Girl power!
Yes. Who do you root for now?
Gosh, here at the Indy 500, I'm going to root for, I drove for Ed Carpenter Racing last year, and they're a great team. So, and Ed's been so close to winning this race and qualifying in the pole many times. So, being an Indiana boy, he'd be a fun win. I'm kind of an underdog cheerleader. I feel like I've lived my whole life as somewhat of an underdog, so I kind of cheer for those people.
Well, I cheer for a lot of the drivers because I know them. Even though obviously I'm going to cheer for Pippa because she is kind of carrying the flag for women in racing, and she's a very good driver, so I'll cheer for her. But, I'm also, James Hinchcliffe is somebody that I've watched go through so much unbelievable ups and downs here. So he'll be somebody that I would be cheering for. Ed Carpenter, because he is local and he's done so well, but, has never won here. So there's going to be quite a few, actually, not quite a few, but there'll be a few drivers out there that I'll be keeping an eye on and cheering for.
What was it like for you to go from race car driver to retired regular road driver?
Well, I was a road driver before I was a race car driver. So after racing, I realized when I go back and drive on the street how much better I am. I'm a defensive driver. I really can analyze. I have great peripheral vision. I can anticipate things. I just feel really, really confident, but also really good. So I'm a better driver on the street now that I'm a race car driver.
You put so much effort into your career, like showing up to the Rolex 24 Daytona just in case something becomes available. It seems like your whole life revolves around the adventure. How do you stay mentally prepared all year for the drama that comes to the bank? You're always so fast.
So, the interesting thing is that most of the year I actually have to work another job as a performance driving coach, and that's actually how I earn my living and pay my rent and eat food the same as everyone else. So it's really important to me that when we turn up here once a year that we're all ready to do the very best job we can. And that means me too. Whatever's going on outside the race car, however many emails and text messages I have from sponsors, when I get in the race car, I'm in my happy place. And the running joke is I'm in my happy place because nobody can get a hold of me and nobody expects to. It's the only time I'm allowed to not answer my phone, and it's fantastic.
What's something you learned later in life that you wish you had known sooner?
I wouldn't change a thing because, what the butterfly effect is? Like I wouldn't change a thing because I love where I'm at right now. But, I think that when you're younger, you have insecurities and you think you're good enough or smart enough or pretty enough or skinny enough or any of these things. And I think that when you get older, you just start to get more comfortable. And so you wish you could interject a little bit of that like peacefulness into your younger years. But then again, it's all part of shaping who you are, and the journey is the fun part. And so, the journey to figuring those things out and learning about yourself and becoming more comfortable is also part of growing up and part of the good part. There's got to be something good, because I got gray hair and that isn't.
Oh, that's a long list, actually. But I think the power of the mind, I really didn't understand until I pursued racing, the power of the mind. The power of the mind is an amazing thing. If you really capture the power of the mind and work hard at controlling your mind, because you are in control of it, it's amazing how much more you can accomplish if you really tap into the power of the mind. And I wish I'd known that sooner. I really, truly do.
Thank you, everybody. They're all so nice to me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, like, and share. Bye!